I don't know about you guys, but I'm really starting to dislike Kenji. What's up, y'all? It's your man, That Dude, bringing you guys another video. Hey, giving out free subscriptions down below, so go ahead and click that button. I'd appreciate it. Episode 41 of Ahiru no Sora. This episode, some people might say nothing really happens, just a lot of setup for the next episode where we get Yokohama versus Kuzu. But I'm going to disagree a little bit. Not that a lot happens in this episode to advance the plot, but I still feel like the episode was all around a decent episode. I think that's something this show does very well, where even when there's nothing happening that actually advances the plot, the show, it manages to keep your attention without having like some big plot points in the episode. We get a moment between Sora and Madoka where Madoka basically says she's not coming to the game, and the look on her face hints at the fact that she's still, well, I shouldn't say fact, but hints at that she's still a little upset about the way Momohado rejected her, which is surprising to me. Not that she's upset about it, but I thought she was over it. Now we got the whole part of the episode where a few episodes ago where she goes out with her friends and meets some guys, and it seemed like the episode was like getting around to the point where she's like, opening up and getting over the rejection, but it seems like she's not over it. It seems like she's still holding some hard feelings there, which is understandable. I just thought she was past that. I just assumed that she was going to be at the game, considering that she's kind of friends with everyone on the team, and the way the relationship between her and Sora, I just assumed she was going to be there, but she's not, so those feelings are still pretty strong. Sora continues to try to teach Nabe how to shoot, and right now Sora has Nabe shooting with both hands. I guess, harkening back to the way Sora's mother taught him how to shoot, and he's basically just doing the same thing with Nabe. Teach him how to shoot one-handed. Nabe thinks he looks lame, which, you kind of do shooting two-handed as, anybody over 12, I guess. After a certain age, you can't shoot a basketball two-handed unless, you're like a woman, because, there's less power, so you need both hands to get the ball to the rim. But like for most men, or like should I mean like most guys, after age like 12, you stop shooting with two hands. It's just something you do with like natural progression. But I guess if you're somebody who's never played basketball before and you're just not picking it up and trying to get into the sport, I guess there might be some benefit to learning how to shoot two-handed. I don't think that really works out like via real world practice. I'm pretty sure if you never shot a basketball and you went to like a shooting coach, they would have you shooting one-handed just from the get-go. But that's the way Sora learned how to shoot, so that's how he teaches Nabe how to shoot. And hopefully Nabe gets some kind of skill that he can like transfer into a game and help the team. Chucky has become apparently a really good defender, and he credits Mokichi with giving him some advice on basically what defense is supposed to be in basketball. Like, defense isn't all about protecting the hoop. Defense is just about guarding the man in front of you, which seems like pretty simple advice, but I guess again, it's just, if you're not actually exposed to basketball at a younger age and you're the first time playing it, that will make a big difference in the way you look at defense from a mental aspect. So he's learned that, and so he's become a much better defender just over the course of the few months they were practicing. Which I like this. I like the other players on the team. Your Chucky, Nabe, Karate Dude, don't remember that guy's name, but the guys I'm talking about, the three basic characters who don't do much. I like that they're giving these guys something to do. They're giving these guys a way they can contribute to the team. I also like the mentor role that Mokichi seems to be getting into. We saw that Nabe went to Mokichi when he wanted find a way to contribute more to the team. And we see Mokichi like talking with Chiaki and Momohado, like giving them tips, of what seemed to be giving them tips on how to score around the basket. I like that despite the guy can't maybe play a full game and he's limited with his health condition, that he still wants to contribute. He can contribute to the team, because I'm pretty sure he's probably the most experienced person on the team as far as actually playing basketball, with maybe the exception of Kenji. But we don't really know what Kenji was doing before he came to Kuzu. But we know Mokichi was a star player on his middle school team before he came to Kuzu, so we know that he has a lot of experience playing basketball, so he's probably more knowledgeable about the actual playing of basketball than just about everybody on the team, besides maybe Kenji and maybe Nanao, just because she's a basketball nerd. I do wonder, however, if Mokichi will ever get into the starting lineup. He's maybe the second best player on the team just from a practical skill standpoint after Kenji. Like, I'd probably put Mokichi over Sora just when it comes to like ability to play basketball. The guy's what, 6'8", 6'7" when you convert from centimeters to like feet. So at some point in time, I would hope he gets into the starting lineup, because he's one of the better players on the team. But with his health condition, I don't know is it actually a condition? Is this something he can like build up stamina and like beat, or is it just like he has an actual condition where he just can't do it? Because I would like to see that guy in the starting lineup at some point. I think the best iteration of Kuzuhai's team involves Mokichi in the starting lineup. I just don't know if we'll actually ever get Mokichi in the starting lineup. It's cool to see that the principal of Kuzuhai is actually actively trying to help the team get an advisor. I think it's a nice deviation from the stereotypical, hey, everyone's against us theme that we get on a lot of sports-centric shows, where no, that guy cares about the team. He played high school basketball when he was younger. He sees the value of the team, and he wants the team to get an advisor. He wants the team to be able to continue activities. He gets that the kids made a mistake, but hey, a mistake shouldn't ruin their whole career, or at least their high school basketball career. And he wants them to be able to continue playing basketball because he sees an inherent benefit to being on the team. And so it's nice that it's not just, hey, every administrator in the school is against us. Or no, he's actually on their side. And he's convincing some of the teachers to go, even though they have to sit in that hot ass gym. How is your gym not air conditioned? You're a modern school. And Japan's like a first world nation. How does your gym not have air conditioning when you're in the summer? Like, that would be hell. Playing in a enclosed space like that in the middle of the summer with no air conditioning, you'd be sweating buckets. Man, Yokohama came to ball. They came ready to play. Like I'm pretty sure like Kuzu is not going to win the game anyway. I'm pretty sure it's going to be one of those things where they lose the game, but one of the teachers is so inspired by their effort that they like sign on to be an advisor. But Kuzu came to play, man. They're an intimidating team. They have so much talent. They have size. They have basically everything you want in a high school basketball team. And they only brought their sophomores. But even then, them bringing their sophomores might have been just because they believe their sophomores give them the best chance to beat Kuzu High. They're taking this game seriously. They don't see Kuzu High as just some like group of pushovers. They came to play. And I just don't see Kuzu High hanging with them from realistically. Of course, this is a TV show, it's an anime. Kuzu High is our central character, so some way, somehow, probably through hard work and just caring more about the game, they'll find a way to hang around. But it's good. I'm very interested to see how the show is gonna have that like happen. Like, how's that gonna work out? Like, who's gonna like come and like really show up and like influence the game in a meaningful way from Kuzu High? That's going to keep them in the game. We finally get to see those sick black jerseys that they have in the intro and the outro. I've been waiting to see when those jerseys are going to show up, and we finally get to see them. I like the new color scheme. It's so simple, but it's cool. It's still sleek, and plus, black, it just looks great on anybody. So a black jersey with white lettering, that just looks dope to me. So I like that we finally get to see those. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really hyped for the next episode where we finally get to see Yokohama and Kuzu play against each other. I'm really hyped for the next episode. And I haven't even mentioned the fact that Sora's brother, or at least who we suspect is Sora's brother, is on Yokohama's team. And Sora apparently doesn't even recognize his brother. I don't know what the hell is that about. He walked right by him, notes that there's a super short player on Yokohama's team. Doesn't know that guy's his brother. Does he not recognize his brother? Or him and his brother not close? Do they have maybe like a weird family dynamic? It's just, does his brother not didn't live with them? Like, what's going on there? But I'm pretty sure that's his brother, just from the scenes we get in the intro and outro where it shows there's mother standing and you have both of those guys to each side of her. Pretty sure that's his brother, and his brother seems to hold some kind of grudge against, or the guy we suspect to be his brother holds some kind of grudge against Sora. So what's the backstory there? There has to be something here, and I look forward to unraveling that mystery. But yeah, it's wild that Sora wouldn't recognize this guy. So all around, this episode is obviously meant to just build hype for the match between Yokohama and Kuzu High coming in the next episode. But it is not a bad episode. It is a decent episode. There's actually a lot in this episode to watch and be entertained by, and a lot to keep you engaged with what's going on in the story. Even though nothing really happens in this episode to progress the story, it still keeps you interested in what's going on. So once you factor all that into me, I gotta give it, a thumbs up. It's a solid episode in my opinion. I wasn't bored at all, and I am super hyped for the next episode. So thanks for watching, guys. Again, if you enjoyed the video, I would appreciate if you hit that like button and subscribe. If you didn't, let me know why in the comments. Catch you guys in the next one.